Hello, Econ students. I am going to give an overview of the final weeks for this course. So we are not going to be doing any more assignments in the textbook, but we have one final project and then the final exam, and both of these are worth 10% of your grade. Okay. If we scroll down here to this week, you're going to see a discussion forum. If we open up that discussion forum, you're going to see the outline for the assignment. You're going to go to this website, which is the Agricultural Economic Research Service, which is a part of the United States Department of Agriculture who does economic research for agriculture. And you're going to find an article that interests you. And then you are either going to write a 1 to 2 page summary of that article, or you're going to create a slideshow that summarizes the main points of that article. And then you're going to post either your summary or your slideshow to this discussion forum by Friday, December 4th. And then you are going to look at least 3 other students' projects, and you are going to reply to their projects as part of the discussion. So this project is detailed more here. We're going to take a look at that because there's some important details that are not in those first 4 steps. So I did just copy and paste those first 4 steps right here. But there's additional information. This looks like a lot of information, but it's not too complex because you're only really going to choose one of these options, okay? So you're going to find an article, and based off of the article that you find, you may be able to either do the summary or you might be able to do the slides. If some of the articles on this website already have summaries, they have like a 23-page article, and then they already have a 1 to 2 page summary written. So if that is the case of the article that you choose, you do not have the option to write that 1 to 2 page summary because that's already been done. And then you only have the option to create the slideshow. If you find a article or a report that does not have a summary associated with it, then you have that option to write the 1 to 2 page written summary or to create the slideshow. Okay, so let's look at a couple of those article options because then this will be a little bit more clear. So when you go to this website, I've linked you all the way to the publication. So these are the articles and the reports. And the site that I have listed has basically the most recent articles that have been posted to articles that least recent. So it just kind of goes in chronological order here. So there was a report that was put out yesterday on November 22nd. That's the outlook for the U.S. agricultural trade report for November 2020. So if you wanted to do your report on this, then you would click on this and you're going to see here is the publication. It's this PDF. So it's the outlook for U.S. agricultural trade for November. You can see that it's a 21-page report. Now, that might seem super overwhelming and that might seem like a lot, but as you scroll down, this entire page here is one single table of information, okay? So there are some words, but there's lots of charts and tables that are included with this. And then, so that takes up a lot of the pages. So you kind of just looking at this information and reading the article along with it is going to give you a good idea of this information. So that's just one example that you can choose. Another thing that you can do is we go back to that main page where it just is publications. You can search for topics that you might be interested in. So if you're interested in crops, if you're interested in animal products. If you're interested in food safety, you can click those things. I'm going to just choose food and nutrition assistance. Actually, no, I'm going to choose international markets and U.S. trade. Then you can go by subtopic. So maybe I'm interested in trade policy and world trade organizations. And then it's going to bring up articles that are only related to that. So here's one. U.S. corn exports to Mexico have increased with the transition to free trade under the North American Free Trade Agreement. So that was August 3rd, 2020. So I'm going to click on that. So you can see this is an article that has already been summarized, because if it's less than 2 pages, the summary is here, and you can see the article was taken from a larger article um, here, which that full article is 51 pages. Okay, so that summary has already been established. So if you utilize this 1 to 2 page summary, then you would be creating a slideshow on this information. Okay. Other articles that is more clear that they have summaries associated with them. Let's click on this one and see this. Okay, that's a summary also. Some of them have the full report and the summary already listed with them. So let's try farm economy, and let's do farm labor. And yeah, we'll click on this one here. While farm employers respond to labor market changes with higher wages. Again, the summary is just coming up here, and it has the full articles below. I want to try to find an example of one that has, okay, this is what I was looking for. Some of them show up. So this is developing automation for specialty crops. So the entire report is in this PDF. That is a 25-page report. And the summary report is the second link here. So again, if there is a summary report included, then you must do the PowerPoint slides. If there's not a summary report included, then you can take that 10 to 20 page report and just write the 1 to 2 page summary. So again, you have two options here for report articles that do not already have a published summary. You have two project choices. Choice 1 is to read the article and create a slideshow. Choice 2 is to read the article and write a 1 to 2 page summary. I have the rubrics that you'll be graded on for each of the projects listed there, and that's it. So for projects and articles that do already have a published summary, you only have one project choice, that is to create that slideshow. The slideshows will be graded using this rubric. You can click on that rubric. So I'm just grading you on slide appearance is going to be 20 points, and then the content is going to be 60 points. So just looking for all important details are included, your main idea is clear, understanding the information, and so on and so forth. Something that might not be as obvious, I do want you to utilize the notes section of the slideshow creator, whether that's PowerPoints or Google Slides, as if you were presenting this. You do not have to record and present this or anything, but since I am asking that the text is summarized with very minimal words on each slide, that it's easy to read, that it's not copied and pasted, we shouldn't have tons and tons of words on the slide, so you can explain the concept further in the notes section, and I expect you to use that on every slide, and that would be written in complete sentences. It would be written as if you were, what you would be saying as if you're presenting these slides out loud to a class, okay? So that is going to be like your presentation almost. And then you're going to post your slides if that's the route you choose to go. to the discussion forum, and then you will be reading and replying to 3 other students' projects, and your response post will be graded using this rubric. Did you post it on time? Was your response original? Was it meaningful? Okay, so go ahead and read through those requirements. The rubric for writing a 1 to 2 page summary, so if it's not a really short article, if it's a 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 page article, and you want to write the 1 to 2 page summary, your summary rubric is listed here. Okay, so you're going to want to score in the 4th category on that. You will be awarded points for making sure that it's 1 to 2 pages and that it follows the spacing. It should be single or normal spacing in Microsoft Word or Google Docs. So, this is single spacing, normal spacing here, and then your font should be Arial size 11, and your margins should be no larger than 1 inch. Okay. So that is that project. You have till, I've got contradicting dates on here, but you have till Friday, December 4th to submit this. So you have about a week and a half here, a little bit longer than that. And then your responses to your peers are due in a week following that, which is December 11th, the last day of finals. So that is your final project. And then your final exam, let's go back and look at what else we have going on. Your final exam, I've also posted at this point, which is due December 11th. And there are 9 questions, 9 problems on this final exam. And I expect you to print this out and show all of your work. I don't just want you to write answers. I want to and need to see the math for your work. If you just write the answer, you will not get credit for the problems. So make sure you know that. So print it out, write your answers, and then upload pictures of your answers. If you need help doing that, let me know if you haven't done that yet. But I do not want things typed. I don't want just the answer typed. If you can somehow figure out a way to type all of your work, you can do that, but I need to see your work for the final exam. Okay, so 1 question from each chapter, except there's not a question from chapter 1. So that is available for you to do and complete. You have 18 days and 17 hours to complete that. Those are the final 2 assignments of this class. There is a survey, though, actually, so there's one more assignment, a course survey that's worth 10 points that I actually also put into the final exam assignment. So that's going to be worth like 1 or like close to 1 percentage point of the class for you to complete 10 points. And it's just a few questions. Click answer the questions. Nothing crazy. I would ask that you do utilize the comments section if possible. If you have any thoughts on any of the lecture material, lecture notes, quizzes, this is a course that can be pretty difficult, and any comments that can help me make it better for the future would be helpful. Or if you think some things worked really well, it's nice to hear that too, so that I know that I should keep doing those things as well. 10 points for that, easy 10 points. It's an anonymous survey, so I will not know who answered what. However, at the end of the survey, a word will appear, and then you're going to submit that word into this assignment, add submission, type in the word, submit it, so that I know you completed the survey, and you'll get points for that. Okay? So just those 3 things to do over the next couple of weeks. Reach out if you have any questions. If you need help finding an article for that project or aren't really sure if it's the summary that's there or if it's the full article, let me know. Really, the full article is going to be at least 10 to 20 pages. So you have that option to do the 1 to 2 page written summary for that, for all shorter summarized articles. I want you to go that slide presentation route. Okay? All right, good luck finishing up the semester and have a great holiday break. Thanks.